reflection, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's be free with Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Brandy Mahan, the summit host for the Cricut Card Summit. And today I am going to be doing just kind of a live Q&A, talk to you a little bit about Craft Biz in a Box, and answer any questions that you may have. So we're going to kind of go a little free-nilly here. And basically, I'm going to ask Harriet to check in on the chat. And if she sees anything that I can answer, then I'm going to ask her to post it on the screen for everybody to see. What I would like to know, and if you could share with me in the comments, is who here has thought about creating a craft content creation business? Give me some emojis there. Let me know if you are interested. Ah, Tiffany. I was going to mix your first name and the last name all together and call you Tiffany. So Tina Rafferty says she made her first sale this week. Well, that's awesome. I'm really kind of curious what kind of sale. Comment in the chat there. So first, let me tell you what a craft content creator is. I'm going to start out by saying what it's not. So a craft content creator is not someone who creates crafts and then turns around and sells that craft, that physical craft, to somebody. That is not what craft content creation is. Craft content creation is basically what you do digitally. That may be creating a video like we're doing right now. It could be creating a tutorial where you either teach it live over Zoom or you record it to publish on your social media channels. It's basically digital. So you do have physical things that you have to record, and that is your craft. But the main thing for me to point out to here is that if you're here trying to figure out how do you sell your wares, if you will, this is not what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be talking about how you can use your craft hobby and basically, sell your content and monetize your content with affiliate marketing, creating summits like this. There's lots of different things. And awesome. Good deal, Tina. So, when I think of what I would have to do in order to make a profit creating cards and then turning around and selling them, it's not possible. For one, it takes me personally way too long to create something beautiful. And then you have the expensive cost of the supplies. We all know how much our craft supplies cost, and the better quality you want, the more it's going to be. And then, of course, there's all kinds of stamps and dies and stuff out there that a lot of us spend a lot of money investing in. And so, what I want to kind of give you another frame of reference is that you can take what you're doing, you can record it, and most of the time that's through video, and you can sell the content, you can monetize it on YouTube, you can create a blog post where you're sharing special affiliate links to the products that you used. And then, if somebody clicks through, makes a purchase, then you get a small commission off of that. Um, there are other ways you can be hired by different brands. You can, be given specific products, asked to create a project, and either get paid for just the photographs, or get paid for a short form video, or get paid for a full blown tutorial. There's lots of different ways to create an income stream. And what I found, particularly appealing to this, is that I usually create the content once and then I can sell it over and over again. And so I don't have to continually have to recreate that one particular project. I've created it once, I've created the video, and then you can actually take parts of that video for different purposes. We call that repurposing your content. But yeah, so that's essentially what a craft content creator is. All right, do we have any questions, Harriet, that I can answer about that? Nope. All right. Let's see. We do have a couple of things that are coming up with Craft Biz in a Box. We have the boot camp that's going to be happening next Monday through Wednesday. That is the Craft Biz boot camp. And that is a bit essentially focused on the early part of your growth journey. That is attracting your ideal audience, getting your mindset right, figuring out how to create your first freebie, figuring out how to figure out this email marketing platform system, how to automate all of this so that when somebody gives you their email address, then the backend automatically gives them the freebie that you promised them. So we go over all of that in Craft Biz in a Box. Excuse me, all of that in Craft Biz Boot Camp, and it's a really short frame. It's a short, focused time frame where I'm helping you live for 3 days to actually get something done and get it out to the public. All right. Let's see what else we've got. I've got a master class that will be teaching the 4-step framework to becoming a craft content creator. That master class lasts for about an hour and a half. And that will be on May 25th at 4 o'clock. There is a replay available for it. So if you're not able to attend because of time zone issues or whatnot, then you can definitely catch a replay, but you have to register so I know to send you the link for that. Let's see. I feel like we're missing one more thing. What else am I doing? The scholarship that all the attendees for the summit are eligible to subscribe, or not to apply for. So our Craft Biz in a Box, which I don't have, I don't open the membership all the time. There's only specific times that I have membership open. And right now it's closed, but we'll be opening it up soon, and you'll get more information about that. But that that membership is worth $699, and I'm giving one of those away for free to a person who has expressed interest in becoming a craft content creator. And I'm looking over the application to see who's actually going to use it, and well, I think that would benefit from it and will start, working on their journey. All right, Stephanie's asking, what type of investment do you need to start out with? Probably not much of an investment, like equipment. Okay, so you probably already have a computer, you probably already have a cell phone, and you probably already have your supplies. So you could literally get started with just creating videos and posting them on your YouTube channel if you wanted. So, I mean, you can get started relatively inexpensive. There are some resources, some tech resources that as you go along, as you build your audience, you probably will want to invest in. First thing I would probably invest in is a website. And my preference is through the non-free WordPress. So this would be what we call the self-hosted WordPress. This is where you get the WordPress software itself is free, but you have to host it on a server, a web host, if you will. I use SiteGround, and I have a whole course on that. It's called what's it called? WordPress for Crafters Made Easy. And I don't know if Harriet has that link. She could probably find it. She does. She says she does. She's shaking her head. She's nodding her head. I don't know. So she may or may not be able to find the link to that. But so if you're interested in that, just send us an email and I will get that to you. And it looks like Mary Fisher just signed up for boot camp. Well, I'm super excited about that. Thank you, Mary. You're going to have a lot of fun and learn a ton in just 3 days. Now, don't forget that if you're already a Craft Biz in a Box member, you will get free access to that boot camp, and I'll be sending out some details about that in the next couple days. All right, Becky wants to know about special equipment to make videos. So you do not need any real special equipment other than your phone. If you want to get a little fancy, then you could upgrade to a webcam, or you could upgrade to like a camcorder or a DSLR. So right now I'm using a webcam, an external webcam, not the one that comes on my laptop. Let's see if I can move my... I've got that right there is a camcorder. And then that one right there is a DSLR. And I have it stationed there permanently because I do a ton of craft content. But I will tell you that, and I think if Harriet can go on to Amazon and find this, she'll drop the link in there. But I used this in the beginning. Well, let me back up. When I first, this is the Acron mount, by the way, Harry, if you could search for that on YouTube. When I first started, I actually had like a regular tripod, and I taped, I'm not kidding you guys, I taped a painter stick on it, and then I taped my phone to it to do overhead stuff. I'm not kidding y'all. I was that scrappy until I invested in this guy, which is the Acron mount. I don't know if you guys need back up. You can see it a little bit better. It's got a little tabletop thing, and then it's got this guy here. You put your phone on it. You can change the angle and whatever. So I use that a lot. I use it a lot now when I'm doing reels or video for Facebook ads, because I just put my phone, and my camera is I think it's the iPhone 12. Is that right? I don't know if that, I think that's right. Anyway, it's one of the latest ones. I don't think it's the latest, but it's the second to the latest, and the camera quality is pretty good. So I use that. If you've seen any of the Facebook ads that I've put out about the summit, that was all recorded on my phone. All right, what else? What else we got here? Let's see. Yep, there you go. And that is the Acron. Oh, nope, never mind. I forgot about. I was gonna bring something up, but I can't remember where it's at. So, all right, what other questions we've got here? Let's see here. Let's see. Need the right tripods, webcams. So when you say right tripods, I'm not sure what you mean. Any tripod you can purchase usually has the same threaded screw that you screw up into a camera. So it doesn't have to be the right one. So let's see here. Have a hard time getting information regarding learning to set up craft videos, like zooming in and corner picture, and I'm trying to do things with a minimal budget. Okay, so what you're talking about is kind of like picture in picture. And I will tell you that this software that I'm using right now, and Harry, I don't know if you've got the link for this, at statemesomelove.com/StreamYard. This is a very easy software to use in terms of, number one, going live, and number two, being able to record. And you can toggle between the cameras. So if you had, let's say, your camera and you've got your webcam, like face forward, and then you've got one over there, you can toggle back and forth, and it will allow you to do, let me see if I can, well, I don't have anybody else. Harry, can I throw you on for a sec to show them something? Okay, she's eating, but we're going to do it anyway. So I can bring her here, and then I can do different things. I can do it this way, or I can do a presentation. I can't do it because I don't have anything to present. But anyway, it's got different places where you can put people in different places. You can do, obviously, the banners. You can also just record without going live. And I love it because you can invite people in. So you could do like a collaborative type thing if you wanted to, like, do a YouTube on somebody else's channel and you guys do it together, and then you turn around a couple weeks later, you do it on your channel, that kind of thing. All right, is the phone you use as a camera your actual phone you use as a phone? If so, any problems with calls or texts during filming? Oh, okay. Yes, it's the same phone that I use to make phone calls, to text, or whatever. I just put it on airplane mode. Now, the only thing is that you got to turn off Wi-Fi, because even if you're on Wi-Fi, sometimes text messages come through. And the only time that I've really ever had a super problem with that is if I'm using my teleprompter. I have, let's see here, this is Parrot teleprompter on Amazon. I use a teleprompter box. I don't know if I can show you guys. So, yikes. I don't even know if it's on there. Hello, Brandy. No, it's not on there. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, so this guy right here is from Podcaster, and it's called Parrot Teleprompter. And I have this part's where my DSLR is. I slide that on, and then this guy, pops down, and then the phone goes right here. And then I've got a little remote. And so when I've got, I'll write a script for like an intro or outro on a video, and I will use that to use this to be able to see the script. So I'm looking straight at the camera. And I think this guy was like $99. I don't know how much it is, but that link there, I think, will take you to Amazon. You can find it there. And sometimes if you've got text messages coming in, it'll pop up and it'll block what you're trying to do. But I usually just turn off Wi-Fi. All right. Is there software like they use on TikTok where you can stream live and talk to people? So I think I'm not sure what they use for live on TikTok, other than their native platform where you just hit the live button. But like I said, I like to use StreamYard because I can take this one stream and broadcast it out to as many places as I want. So right now, this is being broadcast on YouTube, our Facebook attendee group, and then my business Facebook group. There have been times when I have actually streamed it to other craft YouTubers, their YouTube channel or their Facebook group or whatever, and then you can all of that gets automatically recorded. So then you could repurpose that and make it into like short reels or whatever. All right. Do you learn all of this in the course, or do we need to learn the equipment aspects separately? So when you say course, I think you're talking about our CBB membership. And yes, we are, I introduce new content every month to that. We do have some modules right now currently, like on how to use a teleprompter and how to edit your videos, doing backward editing and stuff like that. But it's not a course, it's a membership at the moment. And no, not everything that I have ever done or ever have learned is all in the membership right now. We're dripping that content out monthly. All right. What else? Oh, that's not me, by the way. That's Harriet. Yep. Oh, look at her. Did you just live? No,
you did that.
I did that?
You did that.
Sorry. Technology. Don't you gotta love it? All right, what time is it? All right, so we got a few more minutes. If there's any other questions about, what I do, or let me see what else. Anything about CBB? Yeah, I'm here to answer any questions. Stephanie's asking, when will the Facebook group for the boot camp be open? Well, that's a good question, Stephanie. I think maybe I forgot to open it up, so I'll have to go do that today. Thanks for reminding me. It's this little thing called a summit, just kind of takes over your life and you forget all the other little things. But it's a good thing you guys have grace with us because, we're human. We make mistakes, especially crafting mistakes. All right, you guys. Well, if there are no other questions, oh wait, looks like Ginger had a question about, can you tell us what we're going to learn in the boot camp? Sure, absolutely. So it's mainly focused on the very beginning of your craft content business journey. And so we start with mindset. And a lot of that has to do with, I'm just going to say, when I first started doing this, I felt that whole imposter syndrome thing where like I had no idea how successful or non-successful other craft content creators were. All I could go off is based on what I saw, what they were putting out. I could see their followers, and they had these large groups or whatever. And so I just thought, everybody's making money doing this. Why am I not? And I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm not that good of a crafter, or I don't have that design flair that some people do. Well, when I started to pitch for speakers to come on and do our summit, I had a really hard time convincing some of our speakers to know that what the benefit of a summit would do for their brand. And in that process, I discovered that lots of them did not have an email list. Lots of them were not monetizing to their full potential. they were only doing affiliate marketing with physical product, which means they were only making pennies on the dollars that some of their audience members were purchasing supplies from. And so what I was able to help them through that first summit, I mean, there was lots of struggle for all of us, but I think that the group of speakers that we had that very first summit kind of came to realize that having an email list was probably the most important thing that they could do in their business. And so that's the main thing that we're going to focus on in the boot camp. So we're going to focus on mindset. We're going to focus on how to attract your ideal customer. We're going to talk about how to create a freebie. And I know you guys have been seeing all kinds of freebies this last couple days. And that is essentially how people grow their email list, is they provide free content in exchange for an email address. And then later down the road, they grow and nurture their email list. They send them lots of valuable information. And then at some point, they're going to promote to them a paid offer, whether that is a VIP all access pass to a summit, or maybe it is to a digital file that they have created that they're now selling, or a bundle, or a template, or whatever the case may be. And then we're going to talk about how to set up the landing page for that opt-in. And then eventually we're going to get into the automation. So what I don't want folks to get overwhelmed about is, how to make all that work. And so we focus on that first part of the part of my framework. So my framework is growth, monetization, getting started, growth, monetization, and scaling. And so we don't really go over the getting started thing, like, having your business account set up and stuff. That's boring stuff. You can learn about that in the membership. But the growth part, that first 3 days, if you can get that going, then the rest of it will come a lot easier. But if you're struggling because you don't have the audience, it's probably because you don't have a freebie, you don't have a landing page, you have no way to collect this information and then be able to talk to them. And we go over all of that. All right, so Christina's asking, what is different between the membership and the boot camp? So the boot camp's content is all in the membership. So if you're a CBB member, you get access to the boot camp anytime I do a boot camp. And we put that information in the membership vault. The membership vault includes 4 different categories, if you will, or modules, if you will. We talk about how to get set up legally, how to make sure, your accounts are separate, how to look at creating profit. We talk about the growth method, or the growth module, where it's all about creating content. It's all about how to edit. It's all about, creating freebies and tripwires and all that kind of stuff. Then we talk about revenue. And then we talk about, how to get accepted as an affiliate, how to optimize your affiliate experience, making sure that you've got the right links and all that stuff. And then in the scale portion, we talk about how to get to be a speaker on a summit, how to maximize your experience as a speaker, how to potentially start your own summit or sell your own products, digital products, by the way, not physical, but digital products. So each month I contribute to this membership. And then we also have a Facebook community where we do live Q&As once a month. And then I answer your questions there. All right, so Vicky's asking about, she's going to be in the hospital then. I'm so sorry, Vicky. And will I be able to do it when I get home? Yes, you will. We will give we will give replay access to anyone who purchases Craft Biz in a Box. And of course, if you are a Craft Biz in a Box member already, then you always get access to that. What makes your boot camp different and better than other business startup courses? Well, I think what makes mine different, and I won't say necessarily better, but what makes me different is that I'm focused on craft content creation. So there are not a ton of business-related courses out there related to craft, and in particularly paper crafting or card making. or at least not that I've been able to find. And I've been doing this since 2018, and I literally had to learn on my own. And that meant taking other type of blogging courses, and then sort of tailoring it to what I do. So I've never been able to take a craft business course before. I haven't found it. And if it's out there, then great, awesome. But I haven't found it. So everything that I teach is stuff that I have learned. So I went through a program to learn about how to do summits. And I was the first crafter in that group. And I had to really look at how this was going to affect my way of doing business. And I'll give you a prime example. So the program that I went through, it had a timeline for summit completion. So from the time you start planning to the actual summit of like 90 days. And I knew already from the get-go that 90 days was not going to be enough time, because as a crafter and as speakers who are going to be crafters, they have to do a whole lot more than, say, like a business to business presentation, where they may create slides on the computer and they may record themselves face forward talking about the slides. Well, that's not the case with us crafters. First, we have to come up with the idea. Then we have to source the supplies. Then we have to create our prototype. And then if we're doing some sort of digital SVG, you guys know that you have to create it, cut it out, make it. If something's not working, you got to go back, you got to fix it. So I had to expand my timeline out to like 6 months. And so then I had to adjust everything that I learned in that program, to where it would be, it worked for me and worked for my speakers. So that's really, where I'm at in terms of what I teach. All right, let's see here. I think Ginger's got a good question there about the legal part. She says the legal part of it is what scares me the most. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of the right people. That looks like a two-part question. I'm not sure if I'm thinking about that right. Can you put it back up, Harriet? So the legal part, I think you may be talking about taxes, IRS taxes, if you're in the US. If that's not what you're talking about, then let me know. We do go over that a little bit in the masterclass, and then I definitely talk about that in the membership. And then having a hard time getting a hold of the right people. I don't know if you're talking about getting set up with the government or if you're talking about your ideal customer. So I'm not quite sure what that means. So you can ask that question again. All right, what's the cost of the membership? Currently, it is $34 a month. All right. Okay, if we've got any other questions, if we don't have any other questions, I think. Well, thank you, Jane. I appreciate it. Well, first of all, it's not just me. Obviously, we know Harriet. She's my right-hand man or woman. And if without her, none of this would happen. So, oh, Ginger, the government. Well, if you're in the States, just call your county clerk, and somebody there should be able to tell you. Where I'm at, all I need to do is file a DBA and register my business with the county clerk. And then I've got a form that I have to fill out once a year. So, all right. Oh, Susan's saying, thank you for the explanation. I was curious about comparisons with other courses, such as selling printables, digital content. I appreciate your response. Thank you. You can actually learn a lot from those types of courses. I'm not saying that mine is the end all be all, because I continue to take courses and continue to learn from other people. I'm just saying mine is focused on crafts and physical crafts that I make, but create video content around it or summits around it or something like that. So there's so many things that you can do. Really, you can just, my eyes have been so open since I started doing the summits with all of the different things that I am able to do that makes me money. I'm just having these lives on YouTube. my channel's monetized. So every time somebody's coming to this video right now, a little ad will play right before they hop on, and then ching ching, I'm getting some of that. So it's mind blowing all the things that you can do. All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop off because I still haven't done my worksheet for tomorrow, and Harriet has been on me, and so I got to get the worksheet done and get my files ready so you guys can download them. And so for you VIP members, I'm so sorry it's not in there yet. As soon as I get it to Harriet, she will get it uploaded to the VIP All Access Pass, and then we will get it over on the presentation page for tomorrow. I'm going to be live tomorrow at 9:30 to talk about my project. And, you know, if we've got time, I might show some things on the screen on how I designed it. We'll see how that goes. But don't forget, if you are a VIP member, make sure to check out your dashboard to get registered for the crop tonight. So, all right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.